and a big congratulations to all of you and the nation under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. This is the 7th free trade agreement. All of them with developed economies, with significantly larger per capita incomes than India, demonstrating that we are expanding trade relations rapidly with countries who complement the Indian economy rather than compete with India. I was just seeing Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tweet, and below the tweet in the comments, there's a very nice comment with which I would like to begin. And the person says, big move, fast execution, wasn't talk, it was intent. The FTA turns New Zealand ties from friendly to formidable, especially for trade, innovation and youth-driven growth. One of the first few responses to Prime Minister Modi's tweet that I just read and found interesting, hence I share it with you. Friends, this is a free trade agreement with New Zealand, which is both comprehensive and forward-looking, reflecting the vision of our two leaders, Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Lakson, to elevate the relations to much higher strategic levels, much more comprehensively, which will not only include trade, education, R&D and innovation, services sector in a very big way, tourism, sports. It's a very multifarious engagement, particularly to benefit our farmers and dairy through technical collaboration, which will help them upgrade quality, productivity, and therefore the incomes of our farmers and dairy persons. Friends, it's a historic and landmark FTA because it's not only concluded in a record time of 9 months. With a developed economy, we are all aware it usually takes much longer. But more importantly, it has 2 or 3 very interesting elements. One, it is our first FTA which is led by a completely almost non-men team. It's a women-led FTA. The chief negotiator was our senior colleague, Joint Secretary Petal. All the track leads were largely women, and I must compliment our women of substance taking a lead in finalizing this agreement. Thank you very much. It's also our third FTA with a Five Eyes nation, Australia, UK and now New Zealand. We are soon going to launch discussions for the terms of reference with Canada also. And we are already at an advanced stage in our discussions with the USA. This reflects the growing strategic importance of India in world geopolitics. One must also recognize that this nation, with a smaller population, smaller GDP, has high growth potential. Our current trade being a small proportion of their overall trade in goods and services, the upside that is available for us is very huge, both in goods and in services. And having gained access in a large number of service areas, including audiovisual, and 100% access in goods, we see tremendous potential for doubling this trade in the next 5 years, possibly greater than doubling this trade, and our complementary strengths between New Zealand and India, whether in agri-tech, whether in food processing, whether in clean energy and renewable energy, whether through mining, whether through our talent and skills of our young professionals, opportunities for dual degrees and setting up campuses of prestigious universities in India, while also encouraging Indian students to go to New Zealand and gain high quality education, and promoting MSME manufacturing in India. This FTA provides opportunities for all sections of our export community, opens up new doors for new exporters with new products wishing to diversify their export basket, and at the same time helps every region of the country, north, south, east, west, northeast, in different areas. It has some very interesting new elements of technical collaboration in fruit cultivation, in honey production, and other areas, including dairy, where they will bring latest modern technology to India to help our farmers, our dairy persons increase their incomes. It will certainly be a great boost for labor-intensive sectors like textiles, apparel, home decor, footwear, rubber and leather, while also encouraging export of automobiles, auto components, machinery, electronic goods, electricals, pharmaceuticals and chemicals. This shows you the wide range of products that will benefit, particularly areas where either there were high duties or some areas where there were barriers to trade, which we have both agreed to simplify and smoothen for faster access to their market. In terms of mobility, you are well aware, students who go to New Zealand to study will now be eligible for a 2-year work visa if they take a degree course, 3-year work visa if they take a bachelor's degree with honors, a 3-year work visa if they graduate in STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and a 4-year work visa when they do postgraduate studies in New Zealand. It's also interesting that almost 5,000 of our professionals who are yoga instructors, chefs, Ayush professionals, IT or educational teachers, nurses, caregivers will get professional visas for serving the New Zealand economy. We have also been able to open up 118 sectors, which will also give us an opportunity to participate in tourism, IT, telecom, audiovisual, etc. We are very happy to report back to the nation that for pharmaceutical products, there will be a fast-track mechanism for approval of Indian pharmaceutical products, which will open up the doors to the New Zealand market and help us capture a larger share of their current imports of pharmaceuticals and medicines, drugs. They have also agreed to mutually accept good manufacturing practices which are approved in India by US, UK, EU or Canada, so that products or companies approved by these countries will get faster access in the New Zealand market. We have also been successful in negotiating collaboration in traditional medicine, the Ayush stream of wellness and medication, and this will open up good opportunities for healthcare, preventive healthcare, wellness, and traditional medicines, which is India's area of strength. Friends, our farmers stand to gain hugely both through market access in New Zealand and through technology collaborations. Similarly, for our fishermen, our dairy persons, and giving a very small conditional TRQ, very small volume of concessional duty exports on a few products, we have been able to open up large vistas of market access and technology collaboration and benefit from New Zealand. In fact, we visited some of their farms where kiwis are produced. Many of them are run by our own hard-working farmers from Punjab and Uttarakhand. And I was amazed to see the quality and productivity. And they have assured to come down to India and help India gain similar productivity and technology benefits for our kiwi producers, for our apple producers, for our honey manufacturers, and other agricultural products, including dairy. Friends, we have been very sensitive to protect all the sectors like farmers' interests in rice, wheat, dairy, soya, and various other farmer products, agricultural products, which have not been opened up with any access. We have also been very conscious of ensuring that our MSMEs and our startups, innovators get big opportunities in New Zealand. It's a win-win agreement, and I can assure the people of India that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's very, very focused approach and guidance towards making India a greater player on the world stage, making India's industry, farming sector, agriculture sector, and services sector an international player of relevance. We are negotiating free trade agreements and comprehensive partnerships strategically with countries who have significant incomes, with countries who offer large market opportunities, and undoubtedly these agreements will play a very important role in the Amrit Kal as we all work collectively as a nation of 1.4 billion people, as 140 crore Indians work towards our goal of Viksit Bharat 2047. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll take questions now. Please raise your hand, introduce yourself, and then ask one question per person to begin with. We begin with Sumita. You raise your hand first.
On the New Zealand.
India-New Zealand FTA.
Congratulations, sir. I'm Sumita from ET. Now, just want to understand a bit more on the commitment of investments of $20 billion that New Zealand has pledged over the next 15 years. Which sectors is New Zealand sort of prioritizing as far as these investments are concerned? Thank you.
You want to better give them some information on that?
Thank you. They are investing 20 billion over 15 years. Broadly, it is going to be in the area of manufacture, infrastructure, but we have left it open to them to decide which areas they would like to pursue as the time evolves.
Incidentally, just want to clarify that this $20 billion we must see in the context of the size of the New Zealand economy. So far, in the last 25 years, New Zealand has only invested $70 million, 70 million. In terms of rupees, this is close to 630 crore rupees only. So they are committing to invest now 1,80,000 crores. So from 630 crore, investment over 25 years, New Zealand has committed to invest 1,80,000 crores in the next 15 years. When you see this in context, you recognize what a big gain it is for India. This will open up, as I said, collaboration in several sectors, particularly benefiting our farmers, our dairy, and our MSMEs. At the same time, I want you to appreciate that this will include investments in education, in sports, in service sectors, opening up large opportunities for our youth and opening up for us training facilities, skill development, and many other areas which will really help our youth, men and women, our youngsters. Incidentally, their minister, when he visited Mumbai for the second last round of our discussions, actually inaugurated a cricket sports tournament where journalists were competing against each other. So it was a tournament under the Sansad Khel Mahotsav that Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs have been encouraging all the MPs to have. And their minister inaugurated a journalists competition on cricket. A doctors competition. It was amongst doctors. We also had one separately for journalists. This one was for doctors in Mumbai. And interestingly, he chose to bat and requested me to bowl and got bowled, clean bowled on the second ball, I think. But that was on a lighter note. He has promised to practice better. I have promised that I'll have to start learning cricket, which is not a sport I am very good at. And we're going to do one more match to celebrate the free trade agreement. Why I mention this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we are making a pitch for Olympics in 2036. We already have the Commonwealth Games in 2030. Sports will be a big area of collaboration and investment from New Zealand. And I would encourage Indian young startups and youngsters who are looking to go into the sports fraternity to look at this agreement very carefully and take interest in this. Yes, I would very much like to clarify. This is similar to the free trade agreement with the EFTA countries, the TIPA with EFTA countries, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Iceland. This will be only in terms of FDI, long-term sustaining capital. It does not include FPI or FII money into stock market investments, which can come and go. This is FDI investment, sustainable long-term investment, and with a clawback clause similar to EFTA nations, that if they do not invest, there will be a clawback of benefits.
सर मैं लक्ष्मण से एनबीसी आवाज से ये फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट होने के बाद न्यूजीलैंड के साथ हमारा बायलैटरल ट्रेड सर्टेन टाइम फ्रेम में 5 साल या 10 साल में कितना बढ़ जाएगा अभी के मुकाबले?
5 साल में आज के दिन जो निर्धारित किया हमने सोचा है कि आज के ट्रेड को हम डबल करें, गुड्स और सर्विसेज दोनों में, यानी $5 बिलियन तक लेके जाए बायलैटरल ट्रेड को, द्विपक्षीय व्यापार को। लेकिन जो मैंने अनुभव किया है, बड़ा बिजनेस डेलीगेशन लेके मैं न्यूजीलैंड गया था और उनका भी बड़ा बिजनेस डेलीगेशन भारत आया, आपसी संबंध बढ़ाए गए, आपसी वार्तालाप भी हुआ है और दोनों तरफ के उत्साह को देखते हुए मेरा अनुमान है कि शायद 5 बिलियन से ज्यादा हम 5 साल में अचीव कर लेंगे और आगे चल के 10 साल का अगर हम परिप्रेक्ष्य देखें तब तक उनकी एफडीआई इन्वेस्टमेंट्स भी आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। उनके मन में ये भी है बड़े पैमाने पे यहां निवेश करके अपनी टेक्नोलॉजीज को भारत में लगाना और उसके माध्यम से पूरी दुनिया की मार्केट में भारत से अपने सामान को बेचना या अपनी सर्विसेज को लेके जाना। तो न्यूजीलैंड के द्विपक्षीय व्यापार में तो बढ़त आएगी आएगी, लेकिन इसके कारण बाकी देशों में भी हमारा निर्यात बड़े पैमाने पर बढ़ेगा।
Hi sir, Amiti from the business line. Sir, like in all the other FTAs, we have managed to protect our dairy sector in the New Zealand one as well. I just wanted to understand the significance of the side letters, sir, since there is one on discussions on dairy.
Well, it's just that if we ever give dairy concessions, and you are all aware we have not opened up dairy in a single FTA for anybody. They were concerned that if we open up dairy for some other comparable economy, where the per capita GDP is similar, the size of the economy is similar, the dairy production level is similar to New Zealand, then at least they should have an opportunity to discuss with us whether we can extend similar benefits to them. A, India is never going to open up dairy, so that concern really doesn't matter. B, it's only a consultation, no commitment. Incidentally, we have also done an agreement to promote greater investments, that they should bring their raw materials or ingredients to India, process them and create high quality dairy products in India, and 100% of that will be re-exported from India. What I just mentioned about investment flow. That way, this will help us not only increase exports to New Zealand, but their investments will help us to increase exports and become a dairy exporter to other parts of the world. And that will be through a fast-track mechanism. We would like to fast-track investments coming in for the purpose of re-export.
Shruti.
Sir, just wanted clarity on the mobility thing. The 5,000 visas, these are temporary visas over and above mode, we get in the mode 4 right now? Yes.
That's right. The Mode 4 visas that we get is for provision of services under the 118 sectors that we have opened up. These are sectors which are traditionally not there in the opening up of 118 sectors. Like if a lot of Indian restaurants all over the world, including in New Zealand, particularly in their tourism places. And we are all aware how much Indian food is becoming the preferred food of choice worldwide. So our chefs will get very good opportunity to go there and take Indian delicacies to New Zealanders. By the way, remember that a chef going there is not just one chef going there. As more and more Indian food become popular, it promotes export of our tea, our coffee, our fruits, our vegetables, our spices. All of these also get promoted in terms of export potential.
Rajiv Kumar ji.
सर राजीव दैनिक जागरण से। सर मेरा सवाल है, आज हमने न्यूजीलैंड के साथ कंक्लूड किया, इससे पहले जस्ट ओमान के साथ किया, उससे पहले यूके के साथ किया, और ये सारे जो हमारे एफटीए हैं या सीपा है वो अगले साल इंप्लीमेंट हो जाएंगे। तो आप नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर में इंडियन निर्यात को किस लेवल पे देखते हैं? और दूसरा, जो लगातार हम और भी कई पाइपलाइन में हमारे एफटीए जो अगले साल सर कंक्लूड हो जाएगा, तो और दूसरा क्या ये लगातार एफटीए जो हो रहा है, इससे क्या यूएस हमारे साथ जल्दी निगोशिएट करने के लिए तैयार हो सकता है? और
आज हम न्यूजीलैंड का फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं आपके साथ, और मुझे विश्वास है कि और बहुत मौके मिलेंगे ऐसे ही सेलिब्रेट करने के अन्य विकसित देशों के साथ, अन्य देशों के समूह के साथ एफटीए सेलिब्रेट करने के, और देश का व्यापार अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर और भारत के अंदर भी उसकी गुणवत्ता, क्वालिटी सुधरे, उसकी पोटेंशियल बढ़े, और भारत में नई नौकरियों के, रोजगार के अवसर बने, यहाँ का व्यापार बढ़े, यहाँ की एमएसएमई सेक्टर को नई टेक्नोलॉजी से हम और आगे लेके जा सके। इस सब के लिए ढेर सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज ऑलरेडी आई है, आगे चल के और आएंगी, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का रिफॉर्म एक्सप्रेस निरंतर बड़ी तेजी से आगे बढ़ता रहेगा, देश को नई ऊंचाइयों पे लेके जाएगा, और 140 करोड़ भारतवासियों के संकल्प को, विकसित भारत 2047 तक बनाने के संकल्प को 100% अचीव करेगा, उसमें सक्सेसफुल होगा।